Hey there, true crime lovers. Welcome back to the True Crime Podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and as always, I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Mocha.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in.
Before we dive in, let's handle some quick housekeeping. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and drop us a comment below.
We'll give you a moment. Go ahead.
Alright, thank you. And now, before we get started, we need to say this.
This podcast episode discusses sensitive and disturbing topics. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today, we're taking you deep into the horrifying case of Luis Garavito, a man whose name still sends chills down spines across Colombia and beyond. Mocha, are you ready for this one?
Ready as I'll ever be, Tom. Let's do this.
Alright. Luis Garavito, born in 1957, became infamous as La Bestia, or the Beast. Between 1992 and 1999, he committed unspeakable crimes, targeting young boys. And by the time he was caught, he'd confessed to killing 189 of them.
But authorities believe it could be over 300 victims, right?
That's right. Let's paint the picture here. Garavito was a master manipulator. He disguised himself as a priest, teacher, or charity worker, offering candy, money, or small gifts to lure vulnerable boys away.
And once he had their trust, he'd take them to isolated areas.
Exactly. There, he'd unleash unimaginable horrors, torture, assault, and ultimately, murder. His crimes were so calculated, so chilling, it's hard to comprehend.
So, how did he finally get caught?
In 1999, Garavito made a critical mistake. He was arrested on suspicion of an unrelated crime. And during the investigation, police found key evidence, like his glasses at a crime scene. But the biggest break? A detailed journal where he documented his atrocities.
That journal was the nail in the coffin.
It was. Garavito's confessions shocked the world. But here's where it gets even more controversial. Despite the magnitude of his crimes, Colombian law at the time capped sentences. So his total time behind bars? 40 years. Reduced further for his cooperation.
It's unbelievable. 40 years for all those lives.
It's a sobering reminder of how systems can fail victims and their families. And speaking of victims, let's not forget them. These were innocent children, each with a story, a family, a future stolen.
That's what makes this so devastating, Tom.
Couldn't agree more, Mocha. And on that note, we'd love to hear your thoughts, listeners. What do you think about this case? Leave a comment below, and let's start a conversation.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more stories like this.
We'll be back next week with another case that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and